Hi everyone and welcome back to Diamond Paintings with Mike. We have our next phase number 3 of this lovely Jennifer the Sunflower diamond painting, and let's see how far we can get with this. So we're going to start over on this section here and get that one sorted out first of all. But yeah, let's get moving. So it has been a very busy day today. Just going to do a colour check on that. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll just pop that one there. Wasn't too sure because one of my jewel things have been mucked up. But yeah, so it has been a extremely busy day today. So I got up at around about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was so tired I went back to sleep again. So I woke up again at 7, and then I was still tired. So I went back to bed and then finally got up again at 9. Didn't really want to, but I sort of had to force myself. And then I had a cup of tea, to which I'm also having now. And I put some washing on that I needed to do. So I put one load of washing on, and then check some of my emails, and then I got my latest newsletter come through the post for the RNLI lifeboat charity that I do, because obviously charity work for me is very important for me. It's always been a part of my life. I've always done, charity work and help people out with donations. I'm just a very generous person. So I was reading that, and it was really lovely to hear some of the stories that they've done, rescuing people and all that sort of stuff. So I'd done some of that. And then after that, I decided to have a quick shower and then get dressed for town, because I had to go up to the newsagents, because it was every Wednesday we get our next parts for the Eddie Stobart and Titanic and Dodge. So went up there to get them, and there's still no Doll's House at the moment. Apparently the woman forgot to order it, so obviously I wasn't too happy, and I said, but this is like the second week now, and she said what I think she's done is forgot to order it, because the woman who does it is away in Wales, so she's obviously written it in the diary to order it and not forgot about it. And then the lady was saying normally it can only be started from issue 1 or the latest issue that came out, and even though that was written down, I think she forgot. So this other woman, who seems a bit more on the ball, is going to chase that. So hopefully next time I go in there next week we should have it. So then after I got that, I popped into Poundland, which is right next door, and I was tempted to go into the works, but I didn't have enough on me. So because I don't really carry cash a lot, it's only because I had a bill that was going out, and I didn't want the money took out. I didn't like, sometimes when I leave the money there and I'm a little bit short, sometimes the bill can go out and then it will muck me up. So I didn't want them to take the bill. So I quickly withdrew that out the bank so they couldn't take it. So, and it's so funny when they try and take it and then they can't. It weren't an important one, just like for another collection. So I'll fix that at a later date. And yeah, took some cash out to get the issues. Then I went to Poundland to get some aerial pods, because I ran out of some aerial pods that I needed to get. So I got some of them, and I left my phone charger here last night, so I had to go out and get another charger, but the only sort of charger they had was this very high-tech fluorescent pink charger, but it does the job. And because I don't know about you guys, but I must have to charge my phone like 5 times a day, because it runs out of battery, because it's so, like, I'm always on it, checking emails, Facebook, and yeah, so I got that. And the aerial pods, it was £3.50 for I think 15 pods, and I've never seen a 15 version before. It's very tiny, but I didn't really want to pay £8 because there was another one for £8, but you only got like 17 in there. So like for an extra £4 you would get like 2 more extra, which I thought was a bit of a crap deal. So after that, I then popped back home, set it up for Eddie Stobart, and to my surprise, we weren't able to build anything. So very disappointed. And then after that, I filmed that and obviously got that sorted. And then I decided to do a bit of more reading. Finished off the Lifeboat magazine, and then I started reading the... Just going to pick some wax up. Then I started reading the Disney Doll's House to the Piano that I did. And then after that, I had a fish finger sandwich because I needed to get something before going to the doctor's. And then I had that. And then it was time to go to the doctor's. So the machine was still going round with the washing. For some reason, my machine seems to take 3 hours to wash one load. Don't ask me why, I don't know. That's just how the machine's set up, and it's no fancy one, just like a standard like washing machine, but I rent it from Cardiff because they're too expensive. I haven't like got the money to buy one in full price. I mean, you're talking what, £500 in one go. I mean, that would, I just don't have that sort of money. So I rent it, and that's like £8 a week. So the machine belongs to them, but I just pay £8 a week to rent it, which I think is good because it's a better way of doing it. And then in the meantime, I can sort of save up for, you know, one that I could buy outright and just say, hey, right, I'm finished with this. Can you repossess it, you know? Which is, in other words, like take it back, you know? So left that on, went to the doctor's. I was there for about 5 minutes, which was really good. There was hardly no one there. And we then found out the root cause of what was causing the headaches. And to my suspicion, because on my other channel, World Mike, I was talking about the ongoing headaches. And surprise, surprise, it was just what I thought it was. It was high blood pressure. So, yeah. They gave me this form monitor thing that I've got to fill out my blood pressure every day. It's cost me what, another 20 quid to order this stupid heart machine thing, but you know, because they don't provide it, you've got to do it, which is like another £21 spent on something that, to be fair with you, I don't really need. But obviously this is a matter between life and death here at the moment, so I've got to do that for 7 days, and then she's like send the report back. And then if she said if it doesn't, you know, start to get blurry vision or stuff like that, then you to go to A&E. I'm really annoyed because like I would have thought they'd give you some sort of blood pressure control pill, but obviously not. Then I found out that the receptionist booked it in wrong, so she booked me in with the nurse, and it should have been the doctor. So obviously that went bellies up. So the nurse can't only do certain things. She's not qualified like a doctor is, so she can't advise on like what pills to take. So she written a note. They've got this thing on the computer. I'll just fill up some more drills and then I'll be back, because it's on the kitchen table, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, see where we are. So yeah, they've got this computer thing, and they can write a message, and then the people in the other room can see what they've written. So she told me to wait outside while they were discussing it, and then she said, no, it's okay to go home. we'll just monitor it for 7 days and see it go from there. So she didn't really want to, you know, there's supposed to be a surgery, but they don't want to help. That's sort of like the impression I get anyway. So, yeah. So that was a bit annoying. So then after that, I was there for about 10 minutes. And the surgery is pretty quick. I mean, I've been at surgeries before where they've always said like an appointment time, and they've never been on time and you're like half an hour late. And but I loved the surgery I was in with Whittam, but because they've got this stupid rule thing that if you live outside of Whittam, or if you live in a different town, you're not allowed to visit this town to have the surgery, which makes no logical sense, but it is what it is. And that reminds me that apparently they're going to start to charge people for missing appointments, but they're not allowed to or something. But it makes no difference because the dentists are allowed to do that. They charge people for missing appointments, so, you know, why can't they? Which I think has been the argument for many years, and a lot of people have been saying about TV licensing being scrapped. I think Boris Johnson has even said he's trying to scrap it, yet I think TV license will always be there. I mean, I know America doesn't have it, but... So yeah, after that, I came back home and it was about 3:10, so I had a quick cuppa, a little bit of biscuits, checked my emails, checked some parcels because I got some parcels coming, and then I got a text from my relative to say that Fan Home came, so got back home today. So after that, I thought, well, I'm jumping over to Whittam to get them, because my train ticket allows me to hop on the train as many times as I like. I could travel like up to 100 times a day. But it's very expensive, £26.80 every week. So yeah, and then I was very pleased because it was a massive box and then a smaller box, and it was my Star Wars ship collection and vehicles, which obviously you'll see on the other channel, World of Mike, because this is obviously diamond painting or diamond painting unboxings only. So that was very nice to see that. And the other one was the Star Wars busts. So I had a feeling it would be the vehicles one, and it's come really quick because they only shipped it a couple of days ago. So yeah, that was that. And then got on the train. So after the train, I went to the shop, and I was filming this Whittam tour thing, but we were having some audio problems, so I set up another one, and it was all like lagging. So I thought, right, I'll delete them. Doesn't look right. So then got back home, had a cup of tea, read some more. Got back here, my relatives had some tea, read some more emails, got some letters I had to go through, and now I'm here doing this with exactly the same cup of tea because it's not cooled down yet. What I've just noticed is it's nice that they've put this yellow and orange in, but round here it's near enough all the same colour. They've not really copied. There's like a streak of yellow there and yellow there, so it would have been nice if they put another sort of yellow line there. You know what I'm like, I'll say it how it is. So now I'm doing this, so then after this I will do probably something to eat, watch Britain's Got Talent, and then about 7 o'clock I'll probably jump back on the train and go home. And then tomorrow we've got some exciting packages, because tomorrow we have got the lovely American Candy Co. Coming. And we've got a thing coming from Harry's, which is a razor company. And then there was something else that was coming. My next pack of ink. So tomorrow I'll be printing away, providing the co-op's got paper, because Whittam Co-op is a nightmare. You can bear, you know, everything is twice as much. I mean, if you wanted to buy, say like you wanted this little egg, if you wanted to buy a 4-pack, that would cost you near enough £7 for 4 of them, when you can go in Tesco and get them for £1. So, and when I asked them, why do you charge so much for, you know, a standard pack of eggs, they said because they're a convenience store. And yeah, so basically, when all the shops are like shut for bank holiday and all that, they're open. It's like Christmas Day, most shops are shut, but they're open, so they'll get most of the... They basically make more of their money when it's sort of like bank holidays. That's where it's really good profit for them. So, yeah. So, yeah, I think we're going to finish this. I'm hoping we can get at least half of it done today, because this is near enough. We're, like, racing ahead with this. I've only got to do down here, and then it's sort of done and in the middle. But the quicker we get this done, the quicker we can move on to the next one. Also, what I've done is I've had a change round. So all the diamond paintings I took to mine, I've brought them all back over here, because they were taking up most of my clothes drawer, and I had to keep resting all my jumpers and that on a drawer thing, and in the front room, or the living room, or the lounge, whatever you want to call it. So I thought, right, I'm going to bring them back over here. We'll move diamond painting over here, and we'll do it from here from now on. So I'm in the process of moving the last few bits. So you're going to start to see Titanic from over here, but that's going to take a few more days to sort that yet. And plus, doing it over here means I get more you know, it gives me more time to do builds on the other channel. So yeah, I definitely think there's far too much orange on this side, where we've got a lovely yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange. Sounds like yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. There's a tongue twister that does that. And you're supposed to say it really fast, yellow lorry, red lorry, you know, like that, and you get muddled up. So, yeah, this blood pressure, I mean, it just feels, as I'm talking now, it just feels like a constant pain. It's like, it's a weird sensation. You can sort of feel it building up. But yeah, she said it was elevated, so now I've got to get this blood machine thing. So, and I said, she was really rude. I said to her, well, what's the, you know, what sort of figure am I looking for, you know, because I've never done a blood pressure before. And she said, well, I've written it down on the paper. She hasn't written it down on the paper, because on the back of the paper it doesn't tell me anything. I'll show you, hang on a minute, I'll go and get it. Just get this. Whoops. So yeah, she's put on this piece of paper when to seek medical advice, something like that. I mean, BP is normal if 135, age 85. Well, I'm 29. So basically, all of this doesn't really tell me anything, because are they saying that that's up to age 89? 80, or so? Yeah. Bit of a piss take, really, but so yeah, that's what I've been doing on that. Then I've got to do that for 7 days and report back to them, and if it doesn't improve, then I suspect that's when they're going to give me the pressure pill, is the heart pill, or whatever it is. And she said you was quite young, you know, you're quite young as well. And I think she was a bit concerned, because she'd done it 3 times, and she said, try and think of something nice. So at that point, I'm just worrying even more, because I'm like, why is it so high? So I tried to think of a 99 with a flake in it. Over here, we call an ice cream. It's a cone, and then you get ice cream on it, with a flake in, but they call it a 99 because it costs 99. So yeah. So then she's done it third time, and yeah, just elevated. So I mean, it could be a number of factors. I mean, I'm quite fat anyway, so it could be that I've put on too much weight. It could be that I'm stressing over, you know, trying to get all the backlog cleared, because I've got so much backlog. And then I've got emails coming in saying that they've shipped the next Bounty, not Bounty, Vasa. I've got 5 packs of the Vasa, which is a ship. And I still haven't got round to pack 1 yet, so yeah. But do you think that, it's not me, isn't it? It definitely seems like more orange on this side, doesn't it? Not much colour in this. I think they've spoiled in a way, because they've gone yellow, orange, yellow, yellow, you know, and then round here it's just like the very littlest amount of yellow. I think it would have been nice if they put another, you know, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, you know, and keep it in that regime, but it seems not. So we've got another 10 minutes left, so yeah. I'd like to do a Garfield. There's a famous scene in Garfield, it's quite funny, and there's a dog called Rummel when they go to the Prince of Carlisle, and Billy Connolly is Scottish, so he goes, sniffy, sniffy, Rummel, sniff the trousers, oh, lovely, and then there's meat behind it, and he actually bites his arse. He should have bit the meat, you know, that he was holding up, for the dog to eat, and he's bit his ass instead. So the trousers are filled down. And then there's another scene where he screams when these visitors comes, and she goes, what happened? And he goes, what do you mean? And she goes, you screamed. Because obviously he doesn't like Garfield, and obviously in the Prince of Carlisle, the cats get muddled up, so they think it's the same cat, and it's not. So Garfield is trying to be the Prince cat, and the Prince cat is trying to be Garfield. And it was funny when they chucked him out on the lake in a hamper. So now I've got some exciting news. I've got a custom of a rhino coming that I took from Colchester Zoo. He's a baby rhino, and I will be showing you a picture once it's come back from China, because obviously all the customs are in China, and it normally takes roughly about a week to get here, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so as you can see, we're now starting to edge our way closer and closer to the bottom of this lovely painting. What I'm going to do is, I'm thinking about doing the head of this now, so I'll have a look at this. This is so naughty, look at this. What they've done is they've mixed all these in with that orange. Whether that was deliberately, or whether they were like, right, we can't be asked to bag up anymore, we're just going to muddle them up. But that's really naughty, because you can see we've got 1 and 3. So how are we supposed to know what's what? Just trying to get all these drills out, you see. So let me get number 1, see if that's clear. Right, see what I mean? Right, okay. So number 1 here is all in the correct bag, so we'll try that, we'll give that a go. So this is this colour here. So I basically want to try and fill all the top first, and then we can go back down. So this is quite nice. This is like a purpley sort of brown colour. It's really quite like this. So yeah, she was just like, I'll just monitor it. Like, yeah, but I need, obviously if it's sky high, then I need something to control that blood pressure, you know. So I don't know. I'm actually looking into transferring, because I did want to go to Blythe's, there's a surgery called Blythe's Meadow near Trevanion Way, and yeah, I think they're at full capacity, so yeah. Gonna miss doing this painting. It's been a really lovely painting. I'm thinking probably the one that takes over this, I'll probably do the dog. Or what I'm also thinking of doing is Harry Potter. I really want to get started on that Hogwarts train. And I know there's a YouTuber that watches my channel called Shell, My Diamond Painting Journey. And I know she absolutely loves Harry Potter. So, yeah, I mean, it's like, for me in Titanic, I saw this book today that was in the RNLI newsletter, and it's called The Secrets of Titanic. So I'm looking into getting that because I love my reading. And it's like Harry Potter. Everything's, you know, I've got Harry Potter coins, I've got Harry Potter dolls, I've got Harry Potter, you know, all sorts of memorabilia. And the dolls, funny enough, came from Australia, because they came from a channel called Darren Brer, and I got them from there, really, because he very kindly sent them to me. So, yeah. So you can see it sort of goes from dark seeds and then light seeds. So, yeah. Okay, so we've got roughly about 3 minutes left. So we'll just finish off this line and then we'll call it a session. I think we've done quite a lot actually. So, very, very good. If you're living in the London under, that's really nice. But the only thing here, as you can see, the contour is dead like triangular shape there. But on this side, they've sort of buggered it up because there should have been another one there. But they've put a lighter brown there, just in like that hole there. But it is what it is. So that is the sunflower Jennifer. So I hope you like that video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Tap the bell notification if you want to be notified of all the videos I do. Look at that. That's looking really, really good. As I said, the only thing that disappoints me really is the fact that there's not much yellow there. They've corrected it down here. As you can see, it's got, you know, it's evened itself out. Orange, yellow. But just there, I think they've made quite a bit of a mistake. I think that really spoils the picture. But it is what it is. So I hope you like that video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Tap the bell notification if you want to be notified of all the videos I do. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.